Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at talk, you mean funny, lad.
Grammy Award winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
And everybody, welcome back. We have a special guest joining us right now to talk about Season 3 of the Disney Plus sensation and everybody's favorite Star Wars property, The Mandalorian. It drops on March the 1st on Disney Plus. She plays Bo-Katan, and she joins us right now, Katee Sackhoff. Katee, how we doing?
Oh, I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Look, first off, congrats on another season, another successful season I'm sure that everyone's going to love. How does it feel? Are you excited that people are finally going to get to see Season 3?
Oh, gosh. I would be excited about this show even if I wasn't on it. So I'm really excited about this season, though. There's a lot of, blood and heart in this season. So I'm really excited.
Well, I know that everybody's been eagerly anticipating this one, especially coming off of Season 2, which is one of the best. I think Season 2 of Mandalorian is one of the best things Disney Plus has done overall. That second season was so great. I have so many questions about it. Before we jump into the interview anymore, though, we do have, Katee, and you don't know this, but we have a mutual friend. And I was texting with him last night, and I said, hey, guess who I'm talking to tomorrow? Katee Sackhoff. He goes, please tell Katee I said hello. Mr. Christian Harloff.
I was going to say it's got to be Christian. I love Christian. I know. He's, Christian and I have been friends now for a super long time, 20 years. And he's one of the good ones. So I count myself lucky to that he's in my life.
Yeah, definitely. Love Christian Harloff. Now, okay, let's talk about it, though. Mando Season 3. What can people expect? I know that that's like a hard question, especially for a Disney property because we are so hush-hush. But, what can we – I mean, because last season we set the bar high. Like, it was a high season.
You did.
So what do we do now?
Yeah, you'd think it's tough to climb that high again, right?
Right.
I obviously I'm not going to give any spoilers away. I wouldn't want to know what happens to me if I do that. But at the same time, it's everything that you've come to love about The Mandalorian. But this season is epic. It is big, and there are a lot of moving parts to it. And I think that the fans are going to just be so excited.
You mentioned the fans, and I'm sure you've found this out over your time being a part of the Star Wars universe. There are very few fandoms like Star Wars. Good, bad, or indifferent, they are a passionate fan base, myself included. We love our Star Wars. What has the fandom been like for you? Like, what has that experience been like being, in this massive universe that everybody the world around loves? I'm sure you've had some incredible, unique experiences that not many people get to have.
I have, so one of the things that I love about the sci-fi community is how inclusive it is. And it's been an honor to be a part of it for, going on 25 years now. So I love the fans. It's why I have a job. And it means a lot to me. Now, the Star Wars fans are incredibly loyal and incredibly vocal, and it's passion, you know what I mean, and anytime you have passion for something, you're gonna get loud about it, so emotions are gonna run wild, and it's meant a lot to me, from the moment I first started playing Bo-Katan, like over 10 years ago. they've always welcomed me and with open arms. That being said, I also think that Bo-Katan was the nice, like, sweet spot where she wasn't in too much of Clone Wars and Rebels, that people had, like, they had an opinion about her, but not a lot of people knew too much about her. So the fact that she's coming into, Mando season 2 and then now in 3, I just think that people are going to learn a lot more about her, and she's not black and white, so I don't know if you're going to love her or hate her, but she's there. So get used to it.
She's there. Get used to it. You know what? Well, the thing is, we talk about the passion of Star Wars fans. I think that there are two names that put all Star Wars fans at ease, and that's Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, and their influence that they've had on this series in doing television right for Star Wars for so long. Can you talk about what kind of presence they bring to the set, and how kind of reassuring to have them there is? Because I'm sure they help steer the ship the right way if we feel like we're sailing the opposite direction.
No, absolutely. And I think you got it right. I think that those guys steering the ship fills people with a sense of ease. And it's true. And because first and foremost, they're fans. They respect the world. They respect the timeline. They respect the previous stories that came before them. They respect the fans. They respect all of it. And I think that that's largely, had such a big effect on them, and is the biggest part of what makes them so successful at what they do with this. That being said, having them on set with us every single day, the knowledge of Dave is something it's unmatched. And working with someone like John, who has so much love and admiration for this property and loves to being a filmmaker, and he's been around for so long. I could literally sit and talk to him and take his advice all day long. He's just so good at what he does, and I love that they are my bosses.
The Mandalorian Season 3 debuts on Disney Plus on March 1st. Don't miss it. We're talking to Katee Sackhoff right now. A couple last questions for you, Katee. Now, Season 2 was big for me because not only am I a Star Wars fan, I'm a professional wrestling fan my entire life. And to have Mercedes Varnado, to have Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné as a part of the show, I thought she brought such a great presence to the screen. How was it working with Mercedes?
She's awesome. Like, I went to my first WWE match to boo at her, which is supposedly what I was supposed to do. I had such a hard time booing, but I did it. And she's such a professional. She works her butt off. I've never met somebody that works as hard as I do. And she might have me beat. She's constantly hustling, and she's a joy to be around. So I expect big things out of her.
Now, final question for you, Katee. I'm putting you on the spot. We've been talking about Star Wars fandom. I have to ask you, because I feel like this says a lot about where we are with our Star Wars love. Are you an original trilogy, prequel trilogy, or sequel trilogy kind of person?
So I'm original, but I also have a fond love for every single property. And I think they fit in the timeline. If you watch them in the order that they're meant to be in, I think that there is an aspect of every film that can be appreciated for what it added to the universe. And I think sometimes we have to appreciate things for what they are, and instead of what we wanted them to be, I guess. So I love them all. But I also love cheesy Christmas movies, and I'm an easy mark.
I'm an easy mark too, Katee. I love all Star Wars, and I know I'm going to love Season 3 of The Mandalorian, Disney Plus, March 1st. Katee, thanks so much for taking the time this morning. Congratulations on the new show and all your success.
Oh, thank you so much. My pleasure. Have a good day.
You too.